Good morning. I trust you all had a great holiday Dia de los Muertos weekend. The Cena family had an awesome one, despite the fact that 9 out of 12 of us in our household came down with a stomach virus on the Thursday before. This is one of the main reasons I'm recording and posting my check-in video so late in the week, and that today I sound like I have a clothespin on my nose. In any event, first things first. As for your midterms, I really enjoyed reading them. It's very obvious that many of you are really working the coursework and are well on your way to becoming storytellers of the Afro-American experience, or maybe even Afro-American history majors to become Afro-Americanists. One can only hope. For your information, if you do not become a major, you could always double or triple major or earn our Madison College's Ethnic Studies certificate. If you're interested in any of the aforementioned options, I would be happy to discuss them with you. The grades, along with my commentary, are available for you to read. If you have any questions or concerns about your grade, my commentary, etc., do not hesitate to contact me, as I would love to discuss your exam with you. As always, check my math, as I'm infallible, and it's good for you to check up on my grading practices. My last comment on the examinations are regarding SafeAssign. It just so happened that there were instances of using materials without citing your sources. This time, I'm just notifying persons about such issues and making them aware of how to go about using sources. In any or all instances, I would refer all people to the Madison College Writing Lab, and I would also be happy to meet with people to discuss these practices as well. If, however, this occurs for the double entry journals and or for the final examinations, I will pursue other options such as reporting it to the college. This is a very important skill to learn in your academic studies, no matter what your choice of major or program. And remember, our final will look very similar. It just will not be cumulative, as it will only cover the material from after this midterm until the end of Module 7. Second, the evals. As for your evaluations of the class and me, I was very glad to get your feedback as well. Now for the general findings. Most people told me they enjoyed the course thus far, which I was happy to hear. They enjoyed the combination of the great videos along with lectures and discussion activities. However, for areas of improvement, most people asked me for more discussion opportunities with their fellow classmates. I will try and work on that without the boring or aggravating you to tears with cheesy and forced discussion activities that I've experienced when I took online classes myself. I think this area could be greatly improved as well if people started working earlier in the week on our assignments that are always posted on Thursday nights and into Saturday, but that are due the following Thursday. I try to give you ample time to be able to get to work so that you can read the posts of others and respond in kind. I can observe when people check in at Blackboard, and for some people it's just very apparent they're waiting way too long to check in and work. As for the book discussion specifically, we started with an activity this week, and we'll be doing some more until the Journal of 13 Double Entry Journals is due on December 3rd. You should have been working on your chosen text in September, so you should be very able to complete the planned discussion activities over the next few weeks before you turn your journal in. The second most important issue that people brought to my attention was about my lectures and PowerPoints. I knew going into this pilot course that this was one area would be an area of contention, as how I deliver them, my face-to-face classes translates very, very differently in the totally online environment. During the summer, I thought about voicing over my lectures, but I opted against it for various reasons. I do not regret that decision, but I knew this would be a weak point in our pilot course. I will try and improve on this for the duration of the course, but if I cannot for some reason, please bear with me. A couple people recommended a textbook. I understand this to some extent, but I've been moving away from requiring them, as they're not always exhaustive as I would like. They're expensive, and in general, non-history majors tend to view textbooks as like chewing cardboard. Since I received this feedback, I posted 2 recommended textbooks in the Lennox Lounge. Thanks for that recommendation. My all-time favorite commentary that I received was that I do not tell you what to think. I'm elated to hear that, as I did not become a teacher to tell people what to think, but rather to advocate for critical thinking. Third, extra credit options. If you'd like to boost your grade by doing the extra credit option, that I posted the criteria in Blackboard, so please go ahead and complete one. Once you've finished, feel free to email it to me, and I will see that you get the appropriate credit in your grade center. Fourth, some commentary on your module work from last week. I really enjoyed reading your posts on the great historical leaders that you cited from the past. Many were the ones that I expected. Martin Luther King Jr., Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Frederick Douglass, Malcolm X. However, as I said in my feedback, make sure that you are paying attention to contemporary leaders and preacher models from present-day Afro-America. And I must say that I thoroughly enjoyed reading your interview experiences with a child or roommate on a particular theme from the Many Rivers film. I could tell that many of you enjoyed completing the activity as well. Fifth and final, we just have only 3 more modules left after this week. I hope to make them some of the best modules yet. But I must say, with the history that we're examining, it's hard for it not to be good. Most students love it the closer we get to the 20th century. But as I always say, you have to have a foundation of African American history in order to appreciate the 20th century and the contemporary period. Please let me know if there's anything that I neglected to mention in this check-in video. And just know the light is at the end of the tunnel for this fall semester, despite daylight savings time. Not that I'm rushing for it to end, as I'm really enjoying this pilot class, but all good things must come to an end, do they not? Just like this video. Happy November, Christine.